Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I have a really fun video for you guys today. I'm going to be talking about 5 reasons why you need a side hustle. So let's get right into the video. And why am I even qualified to talk about this? Well, number one, since I've lived in California, I've had at least, I would say, a minimum of probably 4 to 6 different side hustles. I've done personal training. I've done promotional work for 2 different supplement companies. I've done event on-site work for bodybuilding shows. And now Postmates. So I do online nutrition coaching. Like, there's so many things that I'm always kind of doing in the background to try to help myself long term. And so why am I qualified to talk about this? Well, I'm by no means the richest or the most successful person out there, but I have done well enough for myself, and I've really spent the last, I would say, 4 to 5 years really focusing on my finances, and especially in the last 2 years since 2018, I have gotten a laser focus on my finances, on my life. And I'm at the point now where I'm looking at, or I've kind of started looking at buying a home in Southern California here in Orange County. So that is a pretty big accomplishment. I'm not going to understate that. The cost of houses here in Orange County and in Costa Mesa, Newport, where I'm looking, and so to be in your 20s or 30s and to be able to buy a home yourself is quite a big accomplishment. So by no means am I the most successful rich person out there, but I do feel like I've had some good experience, and I do feel like I have knowledge that I can share with people who maybe are not where you want to be financially, or maybe you're trying to think about your future and plan out your future, and you're having a hard time thinking about how you're going to get there. And there's a lot you can actually do to take ownership of your life and of your future. So I just want to share the things I've learned. I hope it's valuable to you guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I spend a lot of time and effort on these videos, and I really enjoy them, and I hope it's valuable. If you find this valuable, share it with a friend. And also, if you like and subscribe, you'll make Frankie really happy. So please, for his sake, please like and subscribe. So let's get right into it. The first reason you need a side hustle, I apologize for the background noise, I don't know if you guys can hear the sirens, is that it's more money. It's more money. Money means freedom. Money means flexibility. Money means the freedom to do what you want. It means the security for your future. So number one, it is more money in your pocket. Pretty simple, right? Okay. And before I get too far into this, let's talk about what are some things you can do as a side hustle. You might say, Laura, there's no jobs available right now, or times are really tough, or I don't have the right skills to have a side hustle. There are so many things you can do where you do not need skills, you do not need training, education, whatever. For example, one thing I'm doing right now that I signed up for and I've kind of tried a couple times is I'm delivering for Postmates. And the money seems okay so far. I'm giving it a try. That one, you literally just need a smartphone, a driver's license, and your car. So very, very simple. Don't need any training. You use their app. It's very straightforward. And so far it's kind of nice because it's flexible. So the money doesn't seem that, return on my time is not that high, but it is super flexible. You can do it literally whenever you want, pretty much wherever you are in the country. So it's kind of nice. So there's things like that. I used to do personal training as a side hustle. That is something you can do with a certification. You can also teach group exercise classes. Some studios don't even require you to have a full certification for that. They might just require CPR and some experience. Some studios might even teach you. Another thing you can do, you can work at a grocery store. You can work fast food part-time. You can go bartend. You can, if you're a female, a little bit controversial, but you can do OnlyFans. I know some girls that are making freaking bank doing OnlyFans. I know girls that are making almost multiple 6 figures pretty much right out of the gate when they started OnlyFans. So that's something, if you're open to it, you could do too. There are literally so many options. Just think about what are some things you like to do. What are some jobs that might be available in the place that you're living? But simple things, even Uber, Postmates, Uber Eats, all of those, DoorDash, they all need people too. So those are really simple things you can do without any education, without any training. So there's so many things you can do. Comment below other ideas for side hustles. Another amazing thing about having a side hustle is you can meet new friends and have new experiences. So one side hustle I did for a long time I just recently stopped, was I used to do promotional work for the brand Mutant Supplements. So I was on their promotional team for the US, and I would go to these supplement stores, I would go to these gyms, and I would show up with supplements, protein, with a nice little table. I'd have my Mutant t-shirt on. I'd look, all done up. And I'd basically just talk to customers, encourage them to try it. And I got paid a decent hourly wage doing that. So my gas wasn't covered, but the hourly rate was actually pretty good. And I met a lot of friends doing it. I met so many people in the fitness community, or so many people that are really just interested in fitness in Orange County, in South LA, where I was doing these promos. And it's really not only helped me meet new friends, go to new places, but it really has kind of expanded my support system and my network in Southern California, which has been really amazing for me because I am from Indiana. I moved here about 5 years ago and I didn't know anyone. I moved for work. I didn't know anybody except the guy I was dating at the time. So doing that for a few years has really helped me make more friends, build my network, and really feel like I'm connected to a wide range of people in Southern California, and it allows this place to feel like more of a home for me, which has been amazing. So don't forget, you will have new experiences, you'll meet new people, and that is never a bad thing. Third reason why I think you need a side hustle is you will be forced to develop better time management. And it's kind of like, trial through fire when you are doing a full-time job, when you are doing a side hustle, when you are still trying to manage family, a social life, whatever. You really have to get good at managing your time and managing your calendar. And that is a great life skill. It's a huge tip for success. I don't know what else to say about it. It is a huge life skill. I highly recommend having a side hustle just because it forces you. It forces you to develop that skill. It's like a muscle, just like a muscle, or just like your willpower. By building it and working on it, it gets stronger. So time management is never a bad thing, and it will force you to organize yourself, use a calendar, figure out when am I doing my personal training, or when am I working at the bar, and when am I doing my full-time thing, and then when am I seeing my friends and doing the fun stuff here and there. The next reason that you need a side hustle is because it will give you more financial freedom. And financial freedom just means the ability to do what you want, to have options, and to not be so locked in and not feel so constricted with what your options are. And yes, it's kind of related to the idea that you're gonna have more money, but what that money really gives you is it gives you freedom. Do you wanna go buy a house? That's a huge thing to be able to do. Do you wanna take a nice vacation? It gives you the freedom to have options to do that. Maybe you wanna leave your job. And so having a side hustle that brings in good money each month could be something that maybe makes you feel comfortable quitting or looking for a new job. We're not feeling so locked in. So the freedom that comes with having more money, I cannot understate the value of it. Freedom is really amazing. So putting in the discipline, putting in the work to have the side hustle to do that work, it's gonna pay off in dividends. I can't really explain it better than that. I wish I could, but having the freedom to do what you want is huge. So don't underestimate that. The last point, the last reason that you need a side hustle is because you will develop new skills. So even if it's something that seems really simple, really straightforward, even something like Postmates, I'm paying really good attention to directions and driving and my attention to detail. I'm forced to really focus on that. One thing I think it's helping me with, so maybe this is a skill, maybe this is not, I'm ordering food on Postmates and on Uber Eats and on delivery apps way less, because now I see that money that I'm spending to order that food as my time. Oh my gosh, to earn that extra $20 I was gonna spend on Uber Eats, I'd have to go make probably 2 deliveries. So it's forcing me to be more financially disciplined. When I did my promotional work with Mutant for so many years, and I also did promotional work with Sinister Labs for a while too at the same time. Hey bud. Hey bud. Frankie's coming to say hi. Don't mind his snorts. I promise he can breathe. So when I was doing that promotional work, it really forced me to become more of an extrovert. I'm gonna put him back down. He's kind of distracting. It really forced me to become way more social, way more extroverted, way more comfortable starting conversations with strangers. And this is a life skill that has paid off for me in so many different ways. Being comfortable talking with other people has given me more promotional opportunities. It's made me more comfortable in professional settings, meeting customers, talking to new people, at bars, things like that, just out and about at the grocery store. I feel way more comfortable just in my own skin and talking to people. And I've made a lot of friends and amazing connections because I am so much more extroverted than I used to be. And it's been really really amazing how doing that work for several years has really not only influenced my personality, but enriched my life in a lot of ways. So those are all things I did. I did personal training for several years. When I first moved to California, I would do personal training part-time. And so that's definitely a skill. You build your people skills, grow doing something like that. Working retail, I worked retail when I was in high school, and I wouldn't consider that a side hustle because that really was my only job. Okay, Frankie is messing with the tripod. I'm sorry, you guys. But when I was in high school, I worked retail, and even in college, I worked at a restaurant for a little bit. And those people skills, working in food service, working in retail. Not only do they teach you the value of a day's work, but they give you a lot of just life skills. They force you to cope with stress. All right, he's back. They force you to cope with stress. They force you to cope with difficult people. And those are important skills that carry you all the way through your life. You know, at a minimum, if you're going to that job, you're showing up every day, you're showing up on time, those are important life skills. Being punctual, being reliable, those are important things. So even just having, maybe you're in high school, maybe it's your first job or whatever, or if it's a side hustle, these things, even if they seem kind of like low on the totem pole, they seem kind of, I don't know, not that desirable or not that glamorous or whatever, there is value in working hard, in having some discipline, in forcing yourself to do things now that you don't want to do for your long term. So keep that in mind. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I spend a lot of time on these videos. I really enjoy doing them. Yes, I do. I enjoy doing them. So to support me, please just hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And if this was valuable to you, or if any of my videos have really jumped out at you, don't forget to share them with a friend who might enjoy them. So thank you guys again, and I will see you in the next one.